The new monthly volume report came out, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to be breaking it down and we are going to be looking at the technical analysis as well. And of course, the basics. Now, you might be confused saying, hey, it says monthly volume report, May 2025. And that's because we're going to go back just for simply, 30 seconds to 1 minute to see if we have been growing or if we have flatlined or certain stuff, or if we have even gone down in certain aspects. So we can see, payroll, right? Payroll volume 20.5 million biweekly. So we're just gonna go by the monthly at the end of the day because that's all that really matters. So monthly 41 million, 11,000 employees served, and 227 enterprise clients, 48.5 million volume, and we can see 11,079 cards issued, 97 countries. Now, if we go to June, ladies and gentlemen, we can see right away $2 million in terms of the monthly for June, and another 700 people served. Enterprise clients, we were at 230, we're at 227 in May. So, in June, we did go up. The volume did go up by a couple of million. Cards issued up almost $800 897 countries. So, not bad, not bad. That stayed the same. Now, if we go from June to July, we can see we've actually gone up 1 million in monthly volume. And we can see we also did have 11,700 previous month. This month, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone up 200. Last month, we had 232 clients. This month, we have 230 last month. This month, we have 232. Last month, we had 52 million in volume. And we can see that this month, we had 53.2 million in volume. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, that we had pretty much 11,900 cards issued last month in 97 countries. And we can see that we have gone up in the amount of cards issued for this month, for July, right? So very, very good. It makes me extremely happy that Zebec is continuing to grow, continuing to dominate. And I believe, we are on a really, really good track. We're not even in the peak of altcoin season. We're not even really at the start of altcoin season. Zebec is still technically not in the spotlight, and I'm just super, super excited for what's to come with the future of this crypto. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, when we look at the basics, we are ranked 138 out of 9,504 cryptos, currently at 407 million market cap, around 15 million volume. And we can see there's some type of dancing bear. Let's see what this guy said. Zebec, this is a healthy correction. We are in for some pullback until at least October. So this guy thinks is going to happen at least until October. Still, I have never seen a sharper symmetry setup. Zebec is going to take off when the market starts to fly. Bullish as F, altcoin season, alt season. And we can see, right? All right, absolute technical, beautiful technical analysis here and okay, and a bear dancing. So we can clearly see, he is excited. We can see a lot of people are actually reacting. 16K views. Oh yeah, let's just jump right into how many holders we have. We have been just rising overall, right? I don't think we actually had a day where we technically declined. And we can see despite us slowing down, we still haven't had a day where we have, lost holders. I don't remember the last time I've seen that, right? And even during this period where we were selling off, back in, June, late June to early July, I don't exactly remember if we were necessarily still losing holders. Okay, I would have to double check that if I do have the footage because I don't always look at, the holder count. But yeah, man, I mean, people know that Zebec is going to be flying. Now, is it going to fly in October? I don't know. See, for me, I'm more of a technical analysis person. I look at the types of candles I see, and etc. For me, predicting the exact month, I could always do that. I do sometimes, do certain predictions, but that's only based off certain amount of evidence, right? That is only based off of certain amount of evidence. But what I do know, ladies and gentlemen, right? The last few weeks have generally been a type of sell-off, right? It's consolidation, a little bit of a sell-off, which is actually not that bad, right? It's not that bad because the market has to be very, very fundamental. In fact, when we go, we could see, ladies and gentlemen, the last 2 days, we're just down a little bit over 2%. We can see in the last 7 days, we are down 4.3%. We can see in the last month, we are only down roughly 0.5%. So nothing too crazy. And when we talk about averages, in terms of the year, we're up 302%. So it's very, very nice. I mean, absolutely Fantastic. Right. So we can see, yes, a little bit of a slower period, a little bit of a sell off, but still nothing too crazy. And the thing is, we're still not listed on Coinbase. We're still not listed on Binance. Right. I don't even think there's a Kraken. There's no Kraken. No, Kraken would definitely be up there. So yeah, crypto.com, pretty decent. Uh, like the fact that L Bank, no disrespect to some of these exchanges, but the fact that some of these exchanges are in the top 10 just shows you how much like how much more we can expand. Okay, that is the reality because a lot of these exchanges are just very very small, and that is just reality. They're small, medium-ish. KuCoin's obviously decent, Mexi, Bitget, OKX, but yeah, we still have a lot of big boys. When we go to something like Bitcoin, I can even just show you guys Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's pretty much gonna be listed everywhere. But we can see if we go to something like Bitcoin, yeah, OKX, Bitget, Mexi, all right, KuCoin's at the bottom, right? Bybit, right? I forgot about that. Bybit, Binance, Coinbase still yet to get listed. Upbit, right? Upbit possibly. I don't know if we have Gate. I don't remember, but I know, yeah, like we are still missing some of the bigger boys. I don't think we have HTX on our side. And yeah, Kraken we still don't have on our side. So yeah, like we still have so many exchanges for Zebec. And we still have so many updates and just so much potential. This is why I'm super, super high on this coin. I know I might sound like a broken record, but I don't care, because it's just the truth. Like, what do you want me to say? It's solid. It's good. No, I'm gonna talk about something. If it's something is amazing, I'm gonna give it its credit, right? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that we have obviously broke structure over the last couple of days. We can see that we were in a typical type of formation. We had a low, we had a high, we had a higher low, high, higher low, higher high, but then we had a shift of momentum, right? This low over here got broken, and we never really got like the fundamental pullback where we were expecting possibly to sell off the 0.0049 to then go lower to then kind of do like a staircase like this until we shift structure once again. We just kind of just continued to sell off pretty aggressively, I would say. Let's see from this point, 7%. So not bad, not bad. But you got to remember that the month of August is its candle's purpose is to just pretty much be higher than where June ended off, right? We just want to be higher, and this is pretty good, right? I will say there is going to be a breakthrough soon. There is going to be a breakthrough because we are squished from the roof and the floor is still very high. So yeah, we can see this, right? This is pretty much the roof. This is the floor. So there could be September could very well be, and most likely will be an initial sell off because usually the first couple of days to 10 days in a month, you sell off. Why? It's to bait people. It's to sweep certain areas, right? We have this candle to sweep. We have possibly this candle to sweep. And this is just a nice institutional candle here. So we know Zebec is very, very fundamental. So I would not be surprised if 0.0035 generally would be the last time we see this type of price on the higher time frame before we go sideways, before we start breaking out. Okay. And that is just the reality. Okay. So yeah, we still got some weeks to go. I know it might not be the most entertaining. I know you guys just want consistent pumps, but remember, in the long term, being fundamental always pays off. Your time will come with Zbec. Altcoin season will arrive, and it's going to be the time of your life. I understand people want it now. We want everything now. We want the love of our life now. We want all the money now. We want the financial freedom. We want to be fit. We want to be healthy. We want to accomplish our goals overnight, but it's not just the way the world works, and that's just not the way crypto works. But that's okay, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what? You will achieve your goals. You will see Zbec at the top, and we will make money. That is ultimately it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.